Ba-ba-ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-ba-ba-bum.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Notes to Self. I know not last week, last time we were supposed to have one, which was 2 weeks ago, I got caught up with doing a lot of work, and I didn't realize it was the day for podcast until it was too late. So I apologize for not having that. But I want to make sure I gave you one today, especially since I'm actually out of town. I'm recording this the day before, actually the morning of. I'm leaving town for the weekend to take care of my nephews. They live out in the middle of the United States. As Andrew has mentioned multiple times on the show, we are in Pennsylvania, so, quite a distance. So, unfortunately, I won't be there to make sure that the podcast goes up, but I'm hopeful that it gets up on time. If not, I apologize. But it should be up on normal time. But yeah, so just wanted to make sure I got this podcast out to you guys. Only because Andrew called me out, and it's like, well, kind of have to make it work. So, specifically, while I'm going to visit my nephews, I'm going camping. And for those of you that follow us and know much about us already, I'm not a camper. But I'm going to make it work. I'm going to light my bonfire like in Dark Souls and know that I'm going to die probably like in Dark Souls. No, all joking aside, it'll be a fun time. I'm excited about it. I'm not excited about snakes. I hate snakes. Oh, if there's a game out there that's like a all horror game where it's just snakes after snakes after snakes, oh god, I would not be able to play it. Although if there was a game where I got to play as a snake, that would be kind of cool. Never got a chance to do that. I think that would be fun. Total rant that has nothing to do with anything. Anyway, so I'm excited about camping, and as I was thinking about it and thinking about video games and games that we've played on the channel and games that we want to play on the channel and everything, I can't help but to think it's a lot of fun to have campfires in games, because then it adds that little bit of darkness and light in the dark in the middle of the nowhere, and it's really cool. And so I was thinking about, like the reboot of the Lara Croft Tomb Raider games. Those actually had the save points were little fireplaces you set up in the middle of the woods. Like I said, Dark Souls. I was even thinking, and it's only because I've been playing it recently, if you haven't played Shovel Knight, I really suggest you do, especially if you like that classic kind of platformer kind of game. That it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, it's not like you sit down and beat it in 5 minutes. It takes time. But the way the game works, it's very interesting. Like, there's a lot going on, and it's designed to be like a retro 8-bit arcade type game. It's a lot of fun. Simplistic. There's really only I know it's a joystick on the Switch or on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, but you can use the D-pad, so then you only have the 4 directions, and then you have your attack button and your jump button. That's really all it is. It's very much like if you put it on the Nintendo, it would work just the same. It's really kind of cool. And the reason I'm thinking about that is because at the end of every level you complete, Shovel Knight is shown sleeping by a fire pit, like a campfire that he makes for himself, and it's actually kind of cool. So it ties into what I was talking about in the beginning. But if you haven't played Shovel Knight, I really suggest you go out and do it. Since I do have it for the Switch, you might see some gameplay on the channel at some point. Only because I think Andrew would have a lot of fun and probably get as frustrated as I did every time I died. I'm not going to give away spoilers on how I died or what happens when you die, but just know that I got really frustrated really quickly on a couple of those levels. There's a lot of trial and error with that game, and it's forgiving. It's not brutal. It doesn't, cost you 5 lives and then you're game over. No, it's much different, and I like the way it works. But that's just a side note, something I just wanted to talk about a little bit. Okay, so moving forward. Andrew and I know, have filmed a decent amount of stuff. We have stuff all the way through June. So that'll be cool. You guys got plenty of content for June. I know that when I get back from camping with my nephews out in the middle of, BFE in the middle of the United States. It's all cornfields. That's all that's out there. Um, and tornadoes, but that's neither here nor there. When I get back, I know Andrew and I are planning on doing some more filming. I don't know if we've said it or not, we want to do more in real life kind of things. So we've already seen Drunken Genesis 1. We'll have another one going up this Saturday as well. So look forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun. Andrew doesn't remember filming any of them, so kind of keep that in mind. He's so drunk by the time that we were recording those that he has no idea what he said or anything that happened. So it'll be a lot of fun, especially if you know that. So definitely look forward to that. But when we get into July, I know we want to do a lot of different things. We'll see how much of it actually gets done, how much of it gets ready in time, things like that. So we will be giving you guys content as best as we can, as good as we can, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, summer's here and we're back. Andrew told you guys last week about our new summer schedule. Like I said, Mondays and Wednesdays, look forward to the regular kind of things. You might see a couple new things, but they're all within the old things like arcade, Two Lone Wolves, things like that. You'll see those on our Mondays and Wednesdays. If we do any more 3-gamer hunting parties or things like that, those will also appear on those days. That's not to say that we might post little videos in between on like Tuesdays and Thursdays possibly. Not saying that we will, just saying that if you see a surprise upload on like a Tuesday or Thursday, know that it's like a special one-off thing that we're not sure if we want to do more of or not, but we do plan on doing stuff like that. Fridays, look forward to our podcast. We decided to go to a regular Friday schedule, rotating, so mine's is this week, Andrew will be next week, and we'll go back and forth just every Friday. And we'll go through that all the way through August, maybe even into September. We're not positive how long we're going to keep this schedule the way it is. If it works out really well and you guys really like how you're getting the certain videos at certain days and you know what to expect, we'll keep it that way. That's fine with us. That's actually easy on us. But we're trying it out for the summer to see how it goes. And then, like Andrew had said, Saturday for June will be Drunken Genesis. You'll see different kind of Drunken Genesis videos go up on Saturdays because, it's a new thing and we want to try it. If you guys love it, great, we'll continue it. If you guys hate it, after the last episode goes up, we won't do any more of it. It's completely up to you guys. You are our fans. We need you to give us feedback so we know what you like. Ooh, excuse me. So Drunken Genesis will be through June, and then Saturdays will continue to be those kind of special new things that we want to try. So keep an eye out as the summer goes on. You'll see new things. Just give us feedback constantly. Leave the comments on the videos. Leave responses on our Instagram, on our Facebook page, on our Tumblr. You can even post to our wall on Facebook because that is a thing and no one ever does it, but it's a possibility. Please give us feedback. We enjoy it. It helps us grow. Definitely, if you want to be more personal and private, you can send us a private message on any of those things. You can also send us an email. We have a Gmail account, 4GMRZOFAPOC@gmail.com. It's for gamers of APOC. 4Gamers of the Apocalypse. But yeah, so please let us know feedback. We really appreciate it. That's kind of my side note about the summer and everything. One thing that I want to do with Andrew on the channel, and please let us know what you think about this. I really want to try playing some horror games on the channel because I hate horror games. I love horror movies, but I hate playing the games. And I really want to try to play a game that I know will make me so uncomfortable that I'm not going to be able to focus. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think you all will enjoy it. I know there's a game that I do want to try that Andrew has that I don't know if we're saving it for the channel. Andrew knows what I'm talking about. All I know is, thank God we don't have a Kinect, because every noise that the dogs make would ruin our play. But I do want to try that game, and I think it'd be interesting. And I know if Andrew knows what I'm talking about, don't tell anyone, but I think we should play that on the channel at some point. As an arcade thing, like, I don't think we're going to be able to really beat the game, but it'll be fun to play it as an arcade, one off, maybe a couple off, depending on how everyone responds to it. But yeah, just know that we have finished our gameplay of Jurassic Park, the Telltale game. We finished that, finally, so keep an eye out for those episodes. That was a lot of fun. We finally got to the end, thank God. But yeah, Andrew and I will return with more Two Lone Wolf stuff. We have to pick out our next game. If you have suggestions for our next game, by all means, leave a comment on this video. Like I already said, send a message to us on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. Just let us know what games you think we should play. Just keep in mind either solo or co-op. You know, if it's an all-online multiplayer, that might not really work for us because, well, how do you really beat the game? But by all means, for our Two Lone Wolf stuff, pick a solo game or a co-op game. By all means, give us your suggestions. Keep in mind, we have an Xbox One, we have a 360, we have an Xbox Original, we have a PlayStation 3, we have a Nintendo Switch, we have a Wii U, we have access to a Wii, and some classic systems like the N64, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, things like that. So if you have a game that you want us to play on the channel and you think would be a good idea to see us playing on a Two Lone Wolves, please let us know. We'll consider it as we're talking about our next game, because I think right now we're stuck between two are on our own, and if you have a suggestion, we might throw that into the rotation and see what happens. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with the channel, and that's where we are with thinking about video games and camping. And I'm going to wrap this up a little bit. All I want to say is I'm really excited and I'm not excited for camping. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah. So by all means, if you are interested in anything gaming and whatnot that you want us to see on the channel, if you want us to talk about something gaming related on the channel, let us know. You know, the usual. Just inform us some way, shape, or form of what you want, because we'll just continue making content that we want to make until you guys tell us that, hey, we want more of this or we want this. So you got to give us that feedback. I can't help but think, so Andrew and I do watch YouTube videos that aren't ours, and I can't help but think, like, comment, and subscribe. No, God, please don't be that person. If you are that person, great, by all means, but you don't have to like, comment, and subscribe on our videos. But if you like the stuff we do, if you're a first-time person coming to the channel, and you're like, I wonder what this is, by all means, please keep with the channel. Subscribe to us. Follow us. We got a lot going on. It's the summertime. We're back, and we have a lot of fun things planned. You might see, if you're a fan of only our YouTube videos, you might want to get an Instagram or Facebook or Tumblr and subscribe to us there, because we might have some one-off videos that are mini, like maybe a minute long, maybe less, that go up there that you won't see on the channel. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, please follow us on our multiple platforms. I'll tell you right now, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you'll get every single post we update, because everything that posts on one of those goes to the other. And same with YouTube. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. Look forward to some interesting little surprises out there. We do have some cool stuff planned, and we'll see how it goes. All right, this has been another Notes to Self. I don't really know how to sign off. I haven't had a sign off, and now I realize I'm trying to figure out a new sign off. So, Wimmy Wham Wham Wozzle. Nah, that's a terrible one. That's Slims McKenzie. I don't know. We'll figure out something at some point. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, listening to me rant for essentially 15 minutes. We'll be back next week. Andrew will have his Who's Cast, and then I'll be back with my notes to self. So, yeah. In the meantime, have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. Watch some of our videos. Again, if you're new to the channel, check out some of our older stuff. I'm pretty sure you'll find it interesting at the very least. All right, well, see you guys.